everybody, welcome to another episode of Cosmic Conversations. I'm your hostess, Marla Martenson, and I'm back with my favorite psychic, Toni Green. Hey, Toni.
Hey, Marla, how are you?
I'm fantastic, and you guys, guess why we're in yellow today?
Not because it's a fashion statement.
We're talking about the third chakra, the sacral chakra today, and the color is yellow. So we're excited. So the solar plexus, the third chakra is located in the solar plexus between between the navel and the solar plexus, right there. And it's the core of our personality, our identity, the center of willpower. It's also our perception of who we are, and it's being confident, responsible, reliable. It's the center of our self-esteem. So, every time we criticize ourselves or have self-doubt, we're depleting this chakra and our willpower. So that is really our power center. And Toni is going to tell us how we can balance it, because if we're, we'll talk about what kind of things can arise from that if it's out of balance and what we can do to balance it.
Yeah, so I'm going to put on my fashionable hat so I can read my print. So when we're in balance, we have a good expression of will, what we want. We have intellectual abilities, the accounting mind that categorizes everything, assesses pluses and minuses of life, personal power, ability to establish ideas and plans and bring them into reality. Mm-hmm. That's a really big thing. And then at higher levels, when we're at those higher levels with our third chakra, it conveys wisdom, incredible wisdom. Now, when we're out of balance, this was really surprising to me, but this is where a lot of digestive problems come from, people who have tumors, ulcers, things like that, but excessive control and authority over the environment and people. The opposite in case of if you have a deficiency in it, it's blocked energy in it, then you have a feeling of helplessness or irresponsibility, which is really when we get into those stages of sadness almost. And then being obsessed with minute details, seeing life through the filter of plus or minuses while losing sight of the whole big picture, being manipulative or manipulated, and misusing your power, lack of clear direction, lack of purpose and ambition, especially as women, to not think too much of ourselves. To not be egoic. So we don't know how to unconditionally love ourselves. We don't know what that looks like. Who is a good representative of that we can look at and say, okay, this is a good representative of self-love and self-power versus egoic. We see the egoic all around us.
Right. Well, it's interesting. You can use Madonna as kind of both sides of it. Like Madonna is incredibly confident. She has a good self-esteem, going for what she wants, powerful. But then she does have quite a bit of an ego. Look at me, look at me, look at me. Right? Yes. So it's kind of like interesting. She's got a mix there.
Yeah, and let's go to Oprah. The queen of daytime talk. Yeah. If we look at Oprah has a very strong what she wants, how she wants it to be, and how she wants it to look. Yeah. She sets a goal, and she takes the steps to get there.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and she has a good self-esteem, but then at the same time, there's that underlying not good enough, and that's why she keeps the weight on, and no matter how many times she tries to take it off, because of her past, what she was told. She was never told she was pretty. She was abused. She was, so that power, that's interesting too. Yeah.
So we can see in everybody where we're trying to balance this third chakra, this beautiful, beautiful chakra that says, I am love, I am all of that.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, our society, I mean, we're always, even if we are an attractive person by, average standards, we still, me and my business as a matchmaker, I deal with the most beautiful women in the world because my guys are the high-end guys who want the really pretty women, and a lot of them have very low self-esteem, and you'd say they're a 10, because they're always Well, they know that a lot of times they will make their worth about their looks. So everything's about the looks, and constantly trying to preserve that or show it off, or the selfies, or the look at me, or the constant, I've got a $2,000 handbag, or I've got this, or look. So their whole self-esteem is wrapped up in the looks, which really makes this low because they've got to keep up. And then the media that tells us you have to look like this, and this weight and body type and everything. And so women are constantly bombarded with our self-esteem being crushed down.
Exactly. And it is, men, even the terminology, women age, men mature.
Right.
Look good with salt and pepper hair. Women look old.
Right.
My hairdresser told me, he said, when a woman lets herself go gray, she adds 20 years. Mm-hmm. When a man lets himself go gray, he's distinguished.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah. And then the men all want to, a lot of the men, I mean, certainly all of them in my industry want to date younger women. But why? Why should a woman 20 years their junior want to date them? I mean, it's so unfair. It just, we're expected to, date 20, 30 years older, and they wouldn't dream of it, dating a woman 20 or 30 years older than themselves, but we're supposed to do it. So there's still a lot, the double standard there, right? And so then that leads to lying about our age, getting dangerous plastic surgery, because we're not in our power, in our self-worth. So...
Right, and a man who wants to date a woman who's significantly younger has been taught or believes that the younger, hotter woman is a representation of his success. Yes. And again, that all comes from ego, which is an out of balance third chakra.
Now, how do we balance it, Toni?
And here's the thing, really quick, I know exactly, we'll talk about balancing, but here's the thing. If a man needs a younger woman to say he's successful, then he really needs to do some introspective work. There is some wisdom for you. Balancing the third chakra. There's a number of ways to do this. Again, if you can't do this on your own, Marla is a miraculous, just amazing distant healer, and she's just learned some new tools and got a certification in a new work area. Didn't you?
I did. I just spent 5 days with the amazing healer Zarathustra, who I've done some videos with, and learned. I'm kind of a certification junkie. If you'd see my wall, I've got all these certificates. I love learning and adding new things, but this really, I learned some psychic surgery. I did distance healing already with the Reiki, but we did more distance healing work, sound vibrational therapy, fifth dimensional stuff, all sorts of fun stuff. It was just an amazing 5 days. So yes, if anybody wants some distance healing work, myself or Toni does it as well. So maybe you want to try us out, both out. But we're here for you. Yeah, we're here for you.
Another way, if you want to do it yourself, if you want to be hands-on, you can breathe your energy to your third chakra area. And if you don't know, don't worry. Just have that intention. Your mind knows. Your higher self knows where that energy, you'll feel it stop there. So let's do a little example of that. Let's close our eyes. And have the intention. This breath is going to activate and open and expand my third chakra. And follow that breath down. Here we go. Start breathing in slowly. Hold it. And then release anything that was blocking that area through the breath out of the mouth slowly. And when you can do that 2 to 3 times, and continue to do that. But when you open your eyes, don't you already feel different, Marla?
You feel centered, yeah, very powerful and centered.
Like I'm even sitting up straighter.
Yeah.
Now, to keep the activation going, or let's say you're not good with sitting and doing breath, which I hope you are, because meditation is so, so important,
Yes.
and silencing the mind is so important. But imagine the sun or a sunflower over that, a great big beautiful sunflower over that area. Just imagine that sunflower or the sun, the actual sun, giving that third chakra just continual energy and expanding it. Marla, you have some really good mantras
some
or
meditations I've got. I'm going to read it, you guys, and this is from a website called chakraanatomy.com. So solar plexus chakra affirmations. You can say these to yourself out loud or think them. I love and accept myself. I stand up for myself. I am strong and courageous. I choose healthy relationships. I am authentic. I feel my own power. I am at peace with myself. I am free to choose in any situation. So you can use these. Also, if you go to my website, marlamartenson.com, and you can get download a free self-love meditation, which I did in the studio. It's beautiful, and that, just listen to that, and that'll help you. There's a box that pops up, and just put your email in there, and you can download it immediately. So that is awesome. You can also use some essential oils. Mandarin is beautiful for that. Rosemary, lavender, patchouli, crystals if you want to wear a crystal or just do some work with it. Rose quartz, which also is good for the heart chakra, but that's great. Hematite, which I love hematite. It's very grounding, and it's so beautiful. And there's this regular kind of hematite, and then there is the magnetic hematite.
Yes.
So that's cool. And I'm wearing a bracelet that I got in Mexico. It has the saints and the Virgin and all, but in the middle is the hematite. There's hematite holding it together. And then tiger's eye. I've got a necklace here. Tiger's eye is great for that. Beautiful, and you could wear it as a necklace. What
do you think of this one?
Oh, beautiful.
That's my full tiger's eye heart. Yeah.
And then the orange calcite, which is also good for the second chakra, but orange calcite is nice. So yeah, you can use those. And what are some of and then foods, if you want to eat, you need to eat some nourishing third chakra foods. What are some of them?
Yellow, so we have bananas, sunflower seeds, the yellow squash are great. Some of the great third chakra foods we can eat. Any others that you can think of, Marla?
Sunny yellow foods to clear and balance the chakra. Yellow peppers, yellow lentils, yellow curry. And since this chakra converts energy, it needs foods that are not absorbed too quickly. So avoid sugar, white flour, processed foods. If your third chakra is a little off kilter, you want to have more complex carbohydrates and whole grains that burn more slowly, and that'll keep you energized longer. So that's great. And I mean, it's a good idea to avoid these, processed foods anyway. And then you could use sound vibration. You can use the ah vowel sound and feel the vibration in your solar plexus area as you hold the sound out. And as you're doing ah, imagine that yellow sun radiating from your solar plexus that Toni was talking about. And then if it's out of balance, the physical things you were talking about, some physical symptoms, you might have the digestive problems, the ulcers, liver problems, gallstones, pancreas disorders such as diabetes or hypoglycemia. So those are the physical symptoms.
Absolutely.
So then, of course, Toni and I always subscribe to raising your vibration by what? Dancing, yeah. Get your groove on. Just have some fun and just dance and smile and just take a break in your work day and turn on some music and dance, dance, dance. And that's good for all.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you don't want to dance, well, who doesn't want to dance? Everybody wants to dance.
Everybody wants to dance.
Yeah. You can do some yoga poses. Start with warrior poses, because warrior brings out your inner warrior. And then go into those yoga poses that strengthen the core, like the plank, the boat, and a couple of, looks like a cradle where we're holding our
Oh,
feet
baby,
with our,
happy baby? Happy baby.
yeah.
I love
So
that.
there are a number of core strengthening and opening. You know, when you're in that pose, you're opening that third chakra. So that's really important.
I've been doing yoga lately and I'm getting stronger and I'm feeling more centered. It's could be sometimes I hate it. I'm in class and I'm like I hate this, but I keep doing it and I keep doing it and I'm getting stronger and I'm starting to love it. So sometimes it can, for some people it can take a little getting into, you know, because it's slow. And it's hard. It's it's not easy. It looks you might think yoga, you're not doing much. Oh baby.
Have you tried the hot yoga yet?
No, I think I'd faint. I can't stand heat. I'm so pale, and I don't know if I would enjoy that one. But have you?
I just feel like I haven't tried the hot yoga either, but I feel like I would just like lay down and cry if they made me keep going. I'd be like, I can't do it.
I think it's very cleansing, probably, but I haven't been brave enough. So you guys let us know, do you have any ideas in how you balance your third chakra, what imbalances you might have, and we're excited to hear from you. Leave your messages and comments below, and if you like this video, like it so others can find it, and many blessings to you and much love. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.